Today we're going to cover how your head moves in the golf swing and how that head movement can cause you to have a reverse spine tilt, and also how it can result in you having an early release or casting from the top of your backswing. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's get going. Starting off, let's talk about what a reverse tilt is, and we'll talk about what casting is. So a reverse tilt is when we start off, once we get to the top of our backswing, our spine actually starts to tilt towards the target. Okay? Usually what we're looking for is our spine to start off with a little bit of axis tilt away from the target, and then when you get to the top of your swing, your spine stays in that same tilt. It doesn't start to tilt towards the target. All right? Now what casting is when you get to the top of that backswing, is when you kind of release it out here. Some people call it casting, early release, all sorts of different terms, but that's what it is. Basically, the club goes straight early in the downswing, and then it just kind of gets dragged through the impact zone. So how does the head affect that, and how does that head effect cause us to have some issues? So first off, when it comes to reverse tilt, what I see a lot of people do is they think about shifting their weight, and so they actually kick their hip out that way, and you can see that my head wants to counterbalance, go the opposite direction. So when they get to the top, they've kicked their hip, their head gets to the top, they're trying to keep their head really still. Okay, it's not a bad idea of keeping your head still, but once you tilt and you go the opposite way, okay, to get back down to it, you have to make this big hip slide, and then your head has to kick backwards, and then you have all that extra motion happening. And what that causes, it causes you to hit it right, causes you to hit it left, causes back pain. Bottom of your impact is always going to be different, and that's all caused by you trying to keep your head still and incorrectly shifting your weight. So make sure you go back, check how you should turn your hips, how you should shift your weight. On some of my past videos, that'll help you know how to turn your hips, how to shift your weight, and it should help you get rid of your reverse tilt. Okay, the second thing, okay, is that cast move. So these two moves go together. So if I get to the top and I have that reverse tilt, automatically on the way down, you're not going to be able to hold this angle anymore. All right, that lag angle that you hear people talk about or you've seen. Okay, what happens is our body releases early, okay, because we're trying to get back behind it, so the hands release early, and it ends up turning into that flip, and you have that really high ball flight. You hit behind it a lot, you thin it a lot, there's just no consistent impact at the bottom, and that is really caused by the reverse tilt, and then you trying to get behind it and releasing those hands. Okay, because if you get that reverse tilt and you try to lag that golf club, you're going to get even more in front of it. All right, you're going to be in big trouble there, and you'll probably swing above it. You'll probably top it a lot also. All right, so make sure you work on how your hips move, how your head moves. We want to get back to the top. The head can move off the ball a little bit, or it can stay dead still. All right, but if you're definitely somebody who casts it, you might have a reverse tilt, or when you get to the top of your backswing, you might already be in front of the golf ball. Okay, and then you try to get back behind it, and that happens. All right, so pay attention to what your head is doing. Check yourself in the mirror, try to get rid of that reverse tilt. Make sure your head never goes forward in the backswing, because then you're always going to struggle with casting it. All right, and if you cast it, a lot of times you're going to see a chicken wing also. So if you're somebody who struggles with that chicken wing, it's because everything has been released back here, and so your arms kind of pull into the side, and you just kind of, that's all your body can do to help you out there. So pay attention to what your head does, and I hope this video helps you, and we'll see you back here.